Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nakasaga Angela, your personal growth and confidence coach. It's a new year. I am so excited about the new year. Hope you are also excited because we are grateful to God for He has given us another opportunity to chase our dreams, to make ourselves better, and to impact lives. I am so excited. Happy New Year. Hope you are working on your dreams as early as the year starts. And I think by the end of the year, we shall have results. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today we are talking about a sensitive topic, but it is something worth talking about. That is childhood trauma. Now, every time we talk about childhood trauma, people think about rape or defilement or sexual harassment, but it is bigger than that. Childhood trauma is those experiences we go through as we are growing up, as those events we witness or experience as children between the age of 3 and 6, because those events get stuck in our minds. So we need to unstuck our minds if we want to achieve our goal. And our goal is to be our best versions, to have self-confidence and esteem, to be able to make decisions without depending on anyone or without depending on our emotions. That is why I'm so interested in talking about this, such that we unstuck our mind. There are memories we need to erase from our minds for us to embark on our personal growth journey with confidence. Childhood trauma is beyond sexual harassment and defilement or rape. Childhood trauma can be being neglected by a parent or a guardian, someone thought would protect you, but is instead hurting you, calling you names, abusing you, insulting you, and basically leaving you wounded mentally and physically. And these events leave an emotional scar because you expected someone to be there. Like you thought your mother or your father would be your first comforter, but now you are seeing the opposite. They are being rude, too rude. When they beat you, they want to beat you to death. Yes, it is okay to discipline your child, but to what extent? To what extent? Some parents have gone too far. You beat up a child so excessively to the point of bleeding, or losing consciousness just because you want to prove a point. Parents, please. Yes, we understand you are going through some things, and this is why we are talking about this, because even our parents and the adults who have not healed their inner child. And on my journey of recovering or trying to heal my inner child, I read a lot of information, I watched so many videos, I did research and found out that actually these parents are not to blame. I'm not saying that what they did was right, no, it wasn't, but there's a hidden thing behind it. It's like it is what they know, because this is how they were brought up. Their parents were rude to them, who are so cruel. they used to beat them up so severely, abuse them, but in their understanding, it was something normal. Only until when you grow up and find yourself not fitting in society, wanting to please people, depending too much on people, you do not realize this was a problem. So, why I'm saying we should not blame them is because they thought that was the best way they could raise us. And here it calls for us to first forgive them, because that is on our journey of healing that inner child. We need to forgive them because, well, much as they hurt us, they caused us problems, but now it is upon us to work on ourselves, to have the best versions of ourselves. It's now no longer about them, it's about us. Now, as a confidence coach, I do not want anything that will stand in our way of confidence and self-esteem. This is why I'm talking about childhood trauma. We need to work on ourselves. We need to erase those memories and to have a clear mind, because on this journey of personal growth, we need to have a clear mind. We need to know who we are. We need to know our self-worth. And when you have that unhealed trauma, you cannot do that. So let's see how best we can heal our inner child. We shall talk about that in the coming videos. But today I wanted us to explore on what childhood trauma is. Yes, I said childhood trauma can be being neglected by your parents. Childhood trauma can be growing up with parents or guardians that cannot control their emotions. When you see adults that keep quarreling or keep breaking things every time they lose it, it gets stuck to your mind. You're like, okay, now is this what should be done? And in the end, actually, it will register to you as the normal, and you'll find yourself doing the same. So that means it leaves you traumatized. It leaves you thinking that maybe this is how people behave. Or it is also having parents or siblings that keep body shaming you. I think I told you of this story where my brother used to tell me I have the worst toes in the whole world. So I grew up knowing I had the last toes, and guess what? Even when I grew into adolescence, I did not care about my toes because I knew they are bad, like they are the worst. So I won't do anything to improve them. But guess what? One time when I tried to work on them, do what is it called, pedicure or manicure, okay, they did not look all that bad. But because he kept telling me, like teasing me, that I had that I had the worst toes. I also took it in my mind that there is nothing I can do about them, and I lived my life knowing that I can't do anything about it. But when I grew up, started working on myself, like they weren't that bad as you said. So some people are living that trauma because they are telling us some things over and over again, and later they register to us and we think they are true. Not everything they tell you is true, no. Some just enjoy teasing you. Some are sadists, they want to see you sad. And some are just also suffering. They haven't healed. Probably when they grew up, it is because their mother used to tell them something that stuck in their mind, so they want you to feel the same way. Childhood trauma can also be becoming responsible at a young age, where you start taking care of your siblings at a young age. I remember I was in primary 5 and my stepmother was living far away from us, so I could wake up very early in the morning, prepare my brothers. One was, I think, primary 1 and the other one was in nursery. So I woke up very early in the morning, prepared them for school, iron their clothes, get their bags ready, get their everything that they needed to take to school ready. They have their breakfast and go. Now I had to wash everything they have used for breakfast. I had to leave food ready because I had to peel the matoke, mop the house and leave everything organized before I go to school. So I ended up going to school late, like on a daily basis. Yet the school was very near. But when I grew up, I realized some teachers, yes, we do not want to say this is your responsibility. But then I want to urge our teachers, if you see a child that something unusual is happening, like the child is coming late every single day, yet they come from very near the school, please try to find out. They could be going through something that you do not know, and maybe you can help. The best I received was scoldings, punishments for getting late at school, but no one bothered to ask why. Because their home is just very near. Why does she always come late? Like no one bothered. I lived in that life for 2 years because I lived there for 2 years. That was primary 5 and primary 6 doing that. That means I began being responsible at a young age, taking care of my young siblings. Why? Because the mom was not there and it was only our dad who was there, and he could not do these things. He had other things to take care of. He had his responsibility. So the best I could do was to leave everything ready for him, because when he came back in the evening, he had prepared food for us, but then he could not peel because he had other responsibilities. So now this leaves a mark on you, like you have to fix, you have to be responsible, and this is one of the signs of unhealthy trauma. You find yourself wanting to fix everyone. You find yourself always wanting to help, but you cannot fix the whole world, and you are not responsible for their damage or whatever they are going through. You cannot fix everyone. So now you see what trauma does? It leaves a mark on your brain, like, so now this is how life has to be. Yet it is not true, because at the end of the day, you will ignore yourself just to make sure others are happy, while other people's needs are fulfilled, and that is not right. That is why we are here. That is why I am so passionate about this topic, because I was there. Besides the scenario I've told you about, I was also called names. I grew up with cruel parents. Actually, before that, when I was around 5 or 6, I lived with my auntie. And when she had her firstborn, I did almost everything: bathing the child, feeding the child, washing, the baby's clothes, everything. I did everything when I was a child. So I found myself when I was an adult wanting to fix everyone, wanting to prove to everyone that I am right, that I am the best, that I can do everything for you. And in the end, I ignored myself. Now you see why we need to look at this topic. Yes, it is sensitive and it is a bit emotional, but I think I have healed. Yeah, I'm still on the journey, but I'm not that hurt anymore as it was before I looked for therapy. Now, I wanted us to explore on childhood trauma, and we shall look at the causes of childhood trauma. We shall look at the signs and symptoms, how you see someone has not healed from that trauma, and we shall see how best we can work towards healing that inner child. Childhood trauma, by the way, can also be not receiving what you expected. Like you see other children being taken care of by their parents, being bought new clothes like on Christmas or Easter. They're being taken out on their birthdays, but you are receiving none of that. So it leaves you in a turmoil. You keep wondering, is something wrong with me? Do I even deserve it? So in the end, you come to a conclusion that maybe you do not deserve it. But my friend, you deserve everything good the world can offer. But it was just that. That's how things came. And we cannot blame anyone for now. What we have to do is work on ourselves. See to it that we become the best versions of ourselves. Reparent our inner child. We shall see as we will talk about how to heal an inner child, that we need to be the parents to our inner child, such that we bring life, that everything they missed in that period, we have to give it to them. And yeah, I think we shall be happy, we shall become more confident, and we shall embark on a journey with confidence, because we will have unpacked, we will have erased those memories, and now we'll have a fresh mind, a mind that is ready to receive new information, to do new things, and to improve on ourselves, to achieve our dreams and goals. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Nakasaga Angela, and you can reach me out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram under my name of Nakasaga Angela, and you can WhatsApp me on 0777 37 94 78. Thank you so much for your support. I'm looking forward to continuing this journey with you, even in this new year and the years to come. See you in the next video as we look at the causes of childhood trauma. Have a nice time and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.